Hey guys, Charl here, back again with another video, and today is a continuation of our previous video. We are going to now actually get into the nuts and bolts of hybrid picking. If you've not yet seen the previous video, check out the link in the description. You'll find the link to that video. I'm going to explain exactly what hybrid picking is and why you need it. And in this video, we're actually going to look at how to play hybrid picking specifically as it relates to a modern worship guitar approach. All right, let's get right to it. And before we get into the nuts and bolts right now, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and you'll get notifications whenever we release new videos just like this one. All right, so in the previous video, we basically looked at hybrid picking being a mixture or a hybrid between using your pick and using a pick in your finger. All right, now I'm going to show you 4 different approaches that you have when it comes to playing parts like this. Either you can use just your pick, nothing wrong with that, but there's quite a lot of movement happening when you pick all the notes. What I can do instead is I can use my pick and my middle finger. And by the way, these chord shapes I'm using, there are detailed videos showing you how to play these 4/2 voicings. Again, the link's in the description, or just go and check out our videos on the videos tab. But there we go. Now, instead of playing pick only, play pick finger, pick finger. All right, that's pick and one finger. That's the first thing that you want to do. So take, if you can, these 4/2 voicings. Remember, it's just these 3 shapes. Shape 1, shape 2, and shape 3. I'm only using these 3 shapes. Then you can play the point is you can use any shapes you want, but start getting used to playing with your pick finger, pick finger, pick finger, pick finger, pick finger, pick finger. You can do whatever you want. Choose a chord, some chords that you typically play. All right, so that's how you will alternate between those 2. Okay, now I can also do the pick and the finger at the same time. So why not just strum it? Well, you can, but if you strum it, you can hear there's a lot more energy present in that sound, whereas if I use my pick and my fingers, it doesn't have that same attack, right? It doesn't have the same attack, and therefore it sounds very different. That is if instead of playing pick finger separately, I'm playing pick and finger together. All right, that's our second approach. Our third approach is, instead of using a pick and one finger, I can use a pick and 2 fingers. I can also break it up. And that is essentially the main options that I have. We kind of looked at 5 approaches, right? Let's check out these chords. It's a G, a D, an E minor, and a C. So it's 1, 5, 6, 4. And if I add these notes in here, this is a G5, a D open triad, technically a G over B, but it can work as an E minor 7, and then a C open triad. Okay, the chords, not that important right now, as we're focusing on the technique, but our first option is use pick only. Second option, pick and finger. Third option, pick and finger together. And you can also alternate that with a single pick and then pick and finger together. I can do the same thing, but instead of a pick and 1 finger, I can do a pick and 2 fingers, my middle and my ring. Alright, or I can do arpeggios where I play my pick, middle finger, pick, ring finger. Or I can do totally different chords. Alright. Alright, that's also hybrid picking. I mean, you've got so many different approaches at your disposal. So go and just pick a progression. I mean, even if you just use cowboy chords, right? You can do all those 5 approaches. Pick and only using the pick. Or 2 fingers. Or arpeggios. Right, the options are literally endless. So use any chord shapes you want and go and experiment with what I've shown you right now. Now, if you know your triads, you might want to practice your hybrid picking like that. All right. You can just do whatever you want. The point here is to pick chords that you're comfortable with and then apply the hybrid picking to those progressions. So if you want to learn more about these kind of things, as you can see, there's literally just so much stuff that we can cover. And at some point, you kind of want to get to a space and a place in your practicing and in your playing where you don't just take in information, but that you actually get to process the information in a visual way, that you can actually see the shapes on the guitar, even see the tabs and see the rhythms when you can see it. You've got the oral component where you can actually hear, all right, that's what that progression is doing. That's why those things sound different. You've got the mental understanding. All right, those are open triads, those are closed triads, those are power chords, those are sus voicings, whatever, you understand what you're doing. And then finally, you've got the technical facility to reproduce what you see, what you hear, and what you understand, that you can actually play it. I call that a 4-dimensional approach to learning guitar. And obviously, there's different ways in which you can practice that. These are the kind of things that we cover in our Worship Guitar Skills Club, because we have a different platform and a format. We can give you tabs with the guitar that you can actually slow them down. You can see them happening in real time as I'm playing. You've got a fretboard view. You can see the shapes. I give you backing tracks that you can download. You get access to a forum where you can ask me questions. And I do weekly live streams where I answer our members' questions and really just help worship guitarists develop their skills and their ability so that they can play with total freedom, that you're no longer a kind of a slave to the guitar neck and kind of worrying that you're going to mess up because your technique is not quite there, not quite understanding what you're doing, or your ear is not quite able to hear the nuances and the difference in music. So all of these kind of things is what we work together with in a more deeper way. That YouTube is not quite the platform for that, because there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of stuff out there. Like I said, at some point you got to get your hands dirty, get your guitar in your hands and actually start practicing these things. That's what we do in our Worship Guitar Skills Club. So if you want to find out more about that, just check out the link in the description. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Have a great one. And I really hope you enjoy this hybrid picking. It's a very, very cool technique. And if you can get to use this in your playing, you'll find that you're opening up new sounds and new dimensions that would not be available to you if you're only using your pick. All right, guys, have a good one. And remember, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, share this with a friend. And if you want to dive deeper, check out the Worship Guitar Skills Club. So if you're looking for more detailed breakdowns, check out the Worship Guitar Club, where we offer deep dive tutorials with additional resources like PDF transcriptions and play along tracks. Plus, we supercharge all our video lessons with cutting edge technology, allowing you to see the tabs in real time alongside the video. We can loop sections, slow down parts, and add in fretboard view and much, much more. You're also getting access to the Worship Guitar Skills Lounge, where you can chat with myself, other WGS teachers, and worship guitarists across the globe, along with monthly live Q&A sessions. All this incredible value for a very, very low price. Check it out at worshipguitarclub.com.